Now, thousands of British citizens on holiday in Portugal are rushing to return home today before quarantine rules come into force overnight. Last week, you'll remember, the government switched the country from its green list to amber, meaning arriving passengers must self-isolate for 10 days, while passengers have to provide a negative test before departure and appear to be facing long queues at airports. Let's get more on this now with Simon Cooper, Chief Executive of the online travel firm On the Beach. Good to see you, Simon. Thanks for being with us. It's a real mess, this, isn't it? And very difficult for travellers who now are rushing to change flights and what have you to get home.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we're thankful that we have very few customers in resort at the moment, having taken the decision a few weeks ago to take the entire summer off sale.
Yeah, so tell me about that then, because most travel agents, I would have thought, would be desperate to get any sales, but you've taken quite a different approach.
Yeah, I think that based on the lessons of summer 2020, really, our expectation was that the traffic light system, which is clearly based on data and updates every 3 weeks, would quite quickly lead to countries flip-flopping, the expression, I suppose, both from amber list to green, and as we can see with Portugal, from green back to amber, and that's not in anyone's interest, certainly not consumers that are looking to enjoy a disruption-free, kind of stress-free holiday. So we made that decision. We're in the fortunate position, of course, that our business model, I suppose, allows us to. We took holidays off sale so that we could focus on the customers that have existing bookings or in destination and not taking new bookings.
I mean, many people will find that remarkable that you're a big travel agent selling holidays, but actually now you're advising customers not to look to you to book a holiday.
Well, we're advising them not to book a holiday in the immediate future, to travel in the immediate future because of the likely disruption that exists. And I think that, dare I say that, over the last 3-4 weeks, we've been proven to be right in that. And we can see the chaos that's going on in Portugal at the moment.
So does that mean you think some holidays are going to be off then this summer completely?
I think obviously we continue to keep a watch on the data and listen to what the government's saying and so on, and we have no doubt that travel in a less restrictive form will return in the not too distant future, but probably not in the next kind of 6-8 weeks.
What about this other area you've been looking into, credit notes? Because a lot of people who've had holidays cancelled have been told they're not going to get a cash refund, but instead they'll get a credit which they can use in the future.
Well, yeah, in actual fact, of course, the law dictates that customers have to be offered a cash refund. And even where they are being offered a refund credit note, there should be the offer of cash alongside that. So the white paper that we just issued this morning was based on a YouGov survey from March, looking back over the first 12 months of the pandemic. And it showed that of the 8 million customers who had holidays cancelled since March 2020, less than 50% of them have had a cash refund. The remaining customers have either moved the dates of their holiday to a period like now, which is clearly being disrupted, or they're still sort of sitting with a refund credit note or waiting for a resolution. And so I suppose we are sort of, I guess, suggesting at least that those that have been sat on a credit note for 12 months are contacted by the travel providers and offered the cash refund, and that where any holidays are cancelled in the future, that the cash refund is made as the law dictates alongside the refund credit note. Not to say you can't offer one, but you should at least put it with the cash.
But just very quickly, doesn't it mean that many travel agents will simply collapse because they're relying on that cash in their accounts to keep afloat?
Well, I suppose, look, I mean, at this point in time, we are 15 months into the pandemic. Most businesses have had the opportunity to reach out to lenders or shareholders to try and shore up their balance sheets. Don't think it's fair for travel companies to leverage kind of interest-free debt from consumers. Let's not forget, of course, consumers are as hard up for cash as most travel companies. And I suppose, what's the alternative? Is the alternative, if there's no short-term recovery in travel, that travel companies are going to wait to sell a holiday that departs in 2022, and once they've collected the money from that, they give it back to a customer that they've owed for 2 years?
Yeah, that's a good point. OK, well, let's keep our fingers crossed for sunnier times ahead in every sense. For the moment, thank you very much, Simon Cooper from On the Beach. Now.